Hello team, my name is Monique. Welcome back to the Cauldron, where we today are doing a book review of Winter's Orbit by Everina Maxwell. In case you didn't know, this is Bookwitchreviews, my channel, and today we are doing an actual book review of this little beautiful baby. I was lucky enough that Netgalley sent me an actual arc of this. This is the Illumicrate, very snazzy green purple edition. Look at this, look at this, your grace, your highness, your feelings. This is a queer space opera romantic marriage of convenience trope goodness. Okay, are you ready for me to squeal about it for the next 10 minutes? You should be. Let's go. First off, let me take you through the plot of the book, or at least the synopsis. This will be a non-spoiler review, so don't be scared to watch it. And then I really think that you should pick this up because I am deeply, deeply, deeply in love. This book follows two separate characters in a sort of intergalactic marriage of convenience, like treaty. We are set in the Iskat Empire, who controls its vassal planets through marriage, and when Prince Tam dies mysteriously in an accident, his widower Jiam, who is a scholar, has to immediately go into a new marriage to keep the peace. And this is where our cinnamon bun disreputable prince, who is media darling, who only recently has been returned to the good and narrow, comes into the narrative. So Prince Kiam and Jianan has to marry each other rather quickly under rather weird circumstances. Prince Kiam is the twice cousin removed from Jianan's former husband, and they do not exactly see eye to eye. They are two very different people. Kiam as a very sociable character. He is sunshine in human form, and Jianan is soft and sweet and quiet and intelligent and just sort of amazing in many ways. And these two are pushed together under odd circumstances that only get odder throughout the entire book, as it seems that Prince Tam's death was not quite an accident. And suddenly their marriage seems to be all that is holding their galaxy and the empire together. And if they don't figure each other out, if they do not learn to trust each other, the peace may be threatened. And this was just such a wonderful, fast read. The amount of world building that's been included in this very short, fast-paced book is intense. There is an excessive amount of queer normalcy in this book, which I adore. There is an amazing way of looking at gender in this book from my perspective. However, I would recommend checking out some Own Voices reviews of this book, because some gender non-conforming people have not been as crazy about the setup of this one. However, I absolutely loved it. There is, however, trigger warnings for gaslighting and physical abuse on the page as well, so please be aware of this when you pick it up. But it is also just trope central. It is sweetness central. We have the marriage of convenience trope, which I love when it is done right. We have the there is only one bed trope. There is survival tropes. There is the sunshine and the grump trope, and I love every aspect of this book. I thought it was really well done. I thought the characters were very well fleshed out. I thought there was enough humor to keep the plot going. However, the pacing was also very well done. Everina Maxwell writes in a very beautiful, very direct way, however still one that touches your heartstrings. This book was just so magical without magic, and I'm very excited about hopefully finding out more about this space setting, this galaxy. I believe that this is a standalone, however I'm hoping for more books in this sort of space empire, because I thought it was a really interesting world building. I thought it was really interesting to see how all of these different cultures were clashing and however building bridges, and there is just some very wonderful characters in here that I would like to know more about, aka Jai, who is Prince Kiam's personal assistant. I love her. It's just wonderful. Also, the fact that the very first line is literally, well, someone has to marry the man. Yes, okay. This is a wonderful sci-fi book. I would highly recommend it to people who have enjoyed Emily Skrotsky's Bonds of Brass. I would recommend it to people who enjoyed Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman's Aurora Rising. If you want something more sci-fi, more queer, less group of ragtag misfits finding each other, this is a story about trust and love and learning to listen to each other. It has the sort of misunderstanding trope, which I normally hate. However, this one is done so well that it's not literally that they're like not talking about stuff. It's just that they fundamentally misunderstand what the other person is there for, and it's just so good. I also absolutely adore this cover. I also really love the original US cover as well. Orbit really hit it out of the park for me with this one. It's a solid 4.5 star read for me, and the more I think about it, the closer it might be to a 5-star. It's just so funny and so sweet. It's a heartwarming sort of slow building romance, and it's just, there were some twists and turns I did not see coming. There were a few events that I had hoped would be better fleshed out, and for that I was sort of wishing that the book was a little bit longer. But other than that, I think this is just a very solid debut that I just, very good, wonderful, 100% recommend. Please read this one. So yes, thank you so much to Netgalley and Orbit for allowing me to read a book prior to its publication. It came out on the 4th of February this month. I absolutely just adored it. I want to push it in everyone's faces and be like, please read this for me, like, do it if you know what's good for you, aka I said so. However, other than that, I hope you enjoyed this rambly review. Is it even really a review or just more of a, I suggest you pick this book up because I really enjoyed it? I have no idea. If you did enjoy this, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button at the same time so you don't miss out on any other videos from me. You can also click the little bell which will give you a notification when I put up a new video. In the details below you can find all my social media links if you would like to see me on other social media platforms. I am on many of them and I'm funny on all of them. And then let me know down below if you've picked this book up, if you are interested, and otherwise I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Hope this video finds you well, and remember that I'm proud of you and you're doing great. I'll see you next time. Bye. Can we just stare at for a second this is incredible Illumicrate signed edition with the purple and the green? I know it looks villainy, I know it makes you think of Maleficent, but it is just wonderful. Just the Your Grace, Your Highness. The tension and the slow romance is killing me. So good.